Hey everybody, Adam here with Hometown Acres. Welcome back. It is the evening before construction begins on the new building. All of our building materials here have been delivered with the exception of the metal, but they won't be needing that until later in the week. But as you saw in that intro, I was just kind of wrapping up some odds and ends of loose ends of things that needed taken care of before the construction gets started. Got a pile of logs moved, got the wood yard mowed. I know I'm not going to have time to be cutting grass once the building gets started. I'll be busy down here working with these guys and filming and editing, and it's going to be a whirlwind. They claim that, so today is Sunday night. They're starting tomorrow morning, which would be Monday morning. They claim they'll be in and out of here by Friday evening, and the building will be all done. It's going to be impressive if they can meet that goal. So here's one more look at the building site before construction gets started. We've got our little new road going down to the new wood yard. This will be the driveway coming into the new building. And then here's all of our building equipment. We've got trusses, 2x material, 3 separate bunks of lumber. I mentioned before this building is going to be a 40 by 72 with a 14-foot lean-to off of one side. And so that means the footprint of the building is going to actually be 54 by 72. And it's going to be 16 foot tall. If you can tell here, there are 27 posts. So we'll catch back up with you guys first thing tomorrow morning when the guys show up. I'd imagine with there being 27 posts, probably the only thing they're going to get accomplished tomorrow, if I had to guess, would be getting all of those posts hopefully set. 27 is a lot to get everything squared up, all the post holes aligned, all the posts in and set. Once they get those posts in the ground though, the rest of the building is going to go up pretty quick. The hardest part is going to be getting the posts in the ground and set. Before we get back to the time-lapse footage, I wanted to show you guys some real-time footage of just how quickly these guys are able to frame out some of these walls. If you've never seen this style of framing before, it is called bookshelf framing, and it does make for a much sturdier building, as well as your walls are already framed out for insulation and wall coverings if that's what you were going to do. Now, we're not planning on doing that with this building, but it is nice knowing that if 5-10 years down the road we decide to do that, we're already set up. With a traditional pole barn style framing, you would have to then build out your walls to create those cavities for your insulation. If you're looking into having a pole barn built, definitely talk to your builder and ask them what style of framing they use, whether traditional pole barn style framing or this bookshelf framing. I personally really like the bookshelf style framing. Well, I said at the beginning of this video, I thought the only thing they'd get done on day one would be getting the posts in the ground and set, and they had that done by 11 a.m. before lunch today. These guys are quick. Forgot to mention, we are using the same builder that we used for the garage addition on the side of the house up there. They did an excellent job on that, and you know, if you know somebody, you've seen their quality of their work firsthand, it's really hard to go with anybody else, and we've been very happy with them. And they're not disappointing on this project either. They had all the posts in the ground and set by 11 a.m. And I think at the beginning I told you there was 27 posts. That was these ones here that stick up out of the ground 16 foot. There was actually an additional 7 posts on the back for the lean-to. So what is that, 34 posts that they set by 11? So these guys really get after it. The only thing they have left to do as far as the framing goes that they finished before they left for the day, they got all of this bookshelf framing done here, which if you're not familiar with bookshelf framing, typically on pole buildings, what they'll do is they just strap 2x4s on the outside from post to post. So there'd be one here, one here, one here, all the way up, and then all the way around the building. But with bookshelf framing, it is already ready for insulation if you were planning on insulating it. Now, we're not planning on insulating this building, but it is a stronger building doing it this way. You have 2x6s in your walls instead of 2x4s on the outside of your walls. And like I said, this is already framed out for insulation. If you did the traditional 2x4s on the outside, then you would still have to come in here and frame out your walls if you ever wanted to heat it or cool it. So I really am a big fan of the bookshelf framing, and it also looks really nice. But I'd imagine first thing tomorrow morning, they're gonna get all of the headers set on the top of the posts, and then they're probably gonna start hanging trusses and getting the purlins set. I don't think they're gonna be doing anything with metal tomorrow. I would be surprised if they get that far. But this should give you an idea of the kind of space we're working in. So this space in here, this will be the, the 3 garage bays that we have. We have 3 14-foot openings here. I'm probably not going to do garage doors right away because they're probably about $5,000 a piece. So I'd be $15,000 into doors. This will just be an open cold storage building for the time being. And, maybe over the years we add one door one year, add another door, and work our way down. But it'll be enough to get some of the equipment in out of the sun, rain, snow, all that stuff. But inside here, this is 40 feet deep by 48 foot left to right here. So that's the space of this building, or the inside of the building. And then we have this is going to be the covered porch area. And again, this is 40 feet wide, and this will be the gable end. So we'll have scissor trusses going out this way. And this is where I plan on keeping the sawmill. And this is 24 feet deep. So if I step back here and look in, there'll be a big porch roof coming out this way. And this is going to be a great spot to put the sawmill, excavator, maybe even put a log splitter in here. Going to be a lot of room to work in here. 24 feet deep, 40 feet wide. And then this is the lean-to on the other side. 14-foot wide lean-to and 72 feet long, the whole length of the building. The posts here are 16 feet tall, and I think these posts are about 12 feet up out of the ground. So that should give you a pretty good rundown of the building. You should start being able to visualize where it is, how big it is. You guys remember just a couple weeks ago or a month ago, this was the old wood yard. Sawmill used to be up there. Yapa firewood processor was here. Easton 37D and the Axis over here. And that's all since been moved down to the new wood yard. Anyways, guys, I think that's going to about wrap this one up. If you're into seeing pole buildings go up, hit that subscribe button, give us a big thumbs up, and I hope to see you on the next one. Hopefully we'll have a roof on this thing. Oh yeah, one more thing. We're draining the pond again. More updates coming soon.